Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said that Biden's Build Back Better stimulus package will pass this week, but before it does, she wants her colleagues to do more for the American people. Senator Bernie Sanders is finally getting under the skin of the world's richest man. The Medicaid office said Part B could see a 14% increase in premium cost, and I've researched why this could happen. All of this and more in today's news update. Hello and welcome to today's November 15th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. On this channel, you watch me because I tell you the truth about what's going on in Washington, D.C., the U.S. economy, this next stimulus package, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, don't forget to take 20 seconds to follow the link to the cash giveaway. It will be in the video description box. You can sign up each day to be one of the 20 people that will win $250 in cash, or one of the 10 that will win $500 in cash, for a total of $10,000 in cash prizes and 30 winners. There's no strings attached on how you spend that money. I'm also going to tell you a little bit later in this video about today's video sponsor, Home Title Lock, and how you can protect your most valuable asset and home from the fastest rising cause of fraud here in the United States. I'll tell you about them later in today's video. All right, now later today, President Biden will sign the $1.2 trillion American Jobs Plan, or physical infrastructure bill, into law. The bill creates about $500 billion in new spending and took about $600 billion that was just sitting in Washington, D.C. doing nothing from Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus package earlier this year. The cost of that will be spread out over about a decade period. Republicans say they played a major part in passing this legislation and did so without raising taxes on the American people. Democrats say they passed this and it will bring good paying jobs while fixing roads, bridges, transportation, and internet all over the country. According to Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, many changes will be solidified and announced this week, and the House of Representatives will hold another vote on Biden's Build Back Better stimulus bill. Several Democrats want to add more people-friendly parts to the stimulus package, and I'll share a little bit more about that, but let me take 1 minute to tell you about today's video sponsor. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Home Title Lock. Home Title Lock is the #1 leader in home title protection. According to the FBI, title and mortgage fraud are one of the fastest growing crimes in America. With everything going digital to save paper and time, criminals have figured out that they can get much more out of your home title and equity than they can by robbing your home. Here's how they do it. By knowing your address and the full name on the home title, these thieves can use what's called a quitclaim deed to remove your name from the title and replace it with their own. They then get a loan against your house to steal your equity and then switch it back into your own name. You aren't even aware that they've made off with your home equity until you get a letter from the bank. This rising digital crime targets homeowners with equity, seniors, and aging parents. If you own a home or have a family member or friend that does, they need to know about this service. Home Title Lock monitors your title 24 hours a day, provides up to $1 million in legal fees, and ensures that you are not a victim of this new form of home equity theft. So check out HometitleLock.com/Stephen and use my code Stephen to try out Home Title Lock risk-free for 30 days. Following the link will give you all the additional information you need, and you'll get 30 days for free. I'll make sure to leave a link below. AOC says the big Democrat losses in Virginia should serve as a wake-up call to Democrats. This bill we are trying to pass isn't going to save our party or get us votes. She had this to say: Democrats need to reassess their strategy. We need to have legislation that actually forcefully delivers for working people. Democrat Representative Abigail Spanberger said, Americans are turning on the news and hearing Biden is going to do a human infrastructure bill that will help people and the working class. Then they read what's in it and ask, how does this help me? We need to redo several things. This is what she had to say. People are busy. They have jobs. They have lives. They have worries. They have kids. They have joys. If someone turns on the news and hears, we really need to make these major investments in human infrastructure, and they say, there they go again, what the heck are Democrats doing? Spanberger wants to see more human help in the human infrastructure bill and worries it will be seen as not actually helping people. So now she's worried that if they don't make changes that make this stimulus bill more about stimulating the people, that it's actually going to backfire on her own Democrat Party. Now, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said, the Build Back Better stimulus bill needs to pass now. Here's what she had to say. If we don't act on Build Back Better, we won't be able to cut childcare costs. We won't be able to make preschool free for many families starting in 2022, saving many families $8,600 a year. We won't be able to get ahead of skyrocketing housing costs, and we won't be able to save Americans thousands of dollars by negotiating on prescription drug prices. So these are all the areas that she and the White House say will be most influential. And if their own party continues to hold this bill up, then it won't happen in 2022. And so she's saying there is urgency to get this thing passed right away. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate it, and I love bringing you guys the news. All right, now, Trump's former advisor, Steve Bannon, has been indicted for failing to appear before the January 6th committee put together by Nancy Pelosi. He turned himself in this morning with the FBI without any fuss. He claims he is innocent, and this is another witch hunt that he's being pulled into. Now, this is a developing story and not a lot of details at this time about what his consequences might be or his involvement. Now, according to some sources, he is the most dangerous person in the country next to former President Donald Trump, while other news outlets were saying this is a simple misdemeanor that is being wildly blown out of proportion. So I'm going to let you guys decide, but the right and the left are seeing this story very, very differently. Now, billionaire Elon Musk and Senator Bernie Sanders have gotten into a public spat. Last week, Musk sold $5.8 billion worth of Tesla stock. He told the world he will pay about $1.2 billion in capital gains tax and close to 50% more due to federal and California taxes. He then said people should quit saying he doesn't pay taxes because he's about to pay billions. Senator Bernie Sanders tweeted, "We must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share, period." Elon Musk replied by saying, "I keep forgetting that you're still alive." And then an hour later, he tweeted to Bernie Sanders, "Hey, Bernie, want me to sell more stocks? Just say the word and it's done." So they are going back and forth where basically Musk is saying, "I do pay taxes, quit trying to interfere in my life." And Sanders is saying, let's get these guys to pay even more in taxes. So essentially, Elon Musk was trolling the senator and simultaneously showing that he will pay billions in taxes next year. In total, Musk will likely pay about $3 billion for selling these shares of Tesla. As of today, Tesla was down 5% in the stock market. Senator Elizabeth Warren wants to see billionaires pay an annual 2 to 3% tax that cannot be deducted or any kind of legal tax write-offs or loopholes. She also wants to see multimillionaire earners pay a guaranteed 3% tax just for living in America and being blessed by living in America. The Biden administration announced they will increase Social Security Administration benefits by 5.9% next year. However, that might all be erased or more as Medicare has announced that premiums will be going up. Now, according to the Center for Medicaid and Medicare premiums on Part B, you could see a 14.5% increase on premiums. Now, the 5.9% will adjust and offset some of this increase, but only by about $70, they're saying, per month. So yes, it is an increase, but now they're putting other things into place that will erase some of that increase. So why the big increase? I did some research. Well, Big Pharma has a new drug on the market, and since our government doesn't protect its citizens by price negotiation, there is a lot of price gouging going on, according to many media sources. And the new drug is an Alzheimer drug, and get this, it costs $56,000 per year per person. Oh my gosh. Like, to cover the cost of this drug, Medicaid said that they will have to raise money on everyone in the Medicaid pool in the United States in order to cover this new drug. Now, $56,000 is more than the average American makes working an entire year, and that's now going to be piled on all of the shoulders of those that receive Medicare and Medicaid. So we were promised taxes wouldn't increase on people making $400,000 a year or less, but life has certainly become more expensive at the pump, restaurants, grocery stores, and just about every area of your life. And now it looks like insurance premiums, Medicaid, cars are more expensive, houses are going through the roof, everything has become more expensive. This is the ravaging effects of inflation, which every economist admits is a hidden tax. So this is the hidden tax that's being placed on the backs of everybody, including those that make $400,000 a year or more. And in fact, if you make less than $400,000 a year, you're definitely feeling it more than someone who makes $400,000 a year. But guess what? Guess who benefits most from everything becoming more expensive? The United States government, because they collect taxes based on a percentage, and if the price goes up, even if the percentage remains the same, they get more money, right? So they're actually getting more tax revenue out of everybody right now. This price increase will hurt the countries most vulnerable at a time when the most vulnerable don't have extra money to be shelling out right now. So that is the news update for today. A lot going on. I don't know if this Medicaid thing will go through, but it is looking like it's going to happen. Again, the average person on Social Security benefits is going to see around $90 to $92 increase, but then this will have your premium go up by about $22. So you'll still be about $70 ahead, but with everything becoming more and more expensive, I know that every dollar counts right now. According to AOC and Nancy Pelosi, this bill is going to pass this week, but there are many progressive Democrats that are now saying this stimulus package needs to stimulate people a lot more, so let's make some changes before we pass this. And if they do, I'll be here to update you on all of that. Now, before you go, do make sure to get your name added. I'm excited to give that money away to the winners. 20 will win $250, 10 are going to win $500. For a total of $10,000 thanks to amazing sponsors. Also, before you go, click on the link below. Go see what home title lock is all about. These scammers and thieves are getting more and more sophisticated as they take advantage of people, especially older people. So do be aware of this. Do click that link and go learn more. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.